So we're looking at recurring decimals and how to order them, so we make sure we get them right. So the dot that's over the number is the one that reoccurs. If you have two dots that are separated by a space, then all the section is reoccurring, and I'll show you an example of that as well. So the question is talking about ascending order, so I'm going from smallest to biggest. What I'm going to do to start with is I'm just going to write out the decimal so I can see how many reoccurring there is and which numbers are reoccurring, so I get a better idea. Now I'm going to go to 5 decimal places so I get an idea for all of them about place value. So the first one is 0.6 and then there are lots of 7s. The second one is just 0.67 and then I'm going to have lots of zeros. And then the third one is 0.67 and it's 67 recurring. And then the next one I've got lots of 6s. So I've got 0.6666 and that will keep going to eventually get to a 7. And then the last one is 0.60700. So if you make sure they're all the same length roughly, you get an idea about the third place value in the decimal place, so you can then put things in the right order. So I can see that they all start with a 6, then I'm looking at the second decimal place with a 7 or a 6 and I put things in the right value. So starting with the smallest, it's going to be 60 there with the decimal places. So using the question 0.607, I'm going to put that one first, and the next one I'm going to go up from the 60 to 66, so there we go in the middle. So that's 0.67 with the reoccurring above the 6, so I can tick that one off. And I've got 6 7s on all of the rest, so then I have to go then to the next decimal place. So now I'm looking at the third decimal place, so I can see that the blue value 0.67 is next. And then I've got a 6 and a 7, so it's going to go 0.67 with the reoccurring. It's important you put the right dots in the right place, because otherwise you're going to end up with the wrong value represented. So that was the answer to the question of the test. So the next one I want you to have a go on your own. So I want to go in descending order this time, so going from biggest to smallest. Write out each decimal to 5 or 6 decimal places and then put them in order for me. Have a go, pause the video. So if we put them in order, we need to put them to certain decimal places to start with. So that's the first one. The second one is lots of 3s. We'll get to the 2 eventually. Again, lots of 3s. And you actually get to 02. Then you got lots of 2s. And then we have the 0.332 and a couple of zeros. So all these numbers will carry on. You just need to think about what they're actually representing. So the largest value on there is looking at the blue value. So you've got lots of place values going on. So 0.33 is the same there as this one, but this will eventually get to a 0.2, whereas this one gets to a 2. So we're going to end up with that one going first, the 0.32 with the dot over the 3, so we can cross that one off. And then it will go to the red one that we wrote down there, so 0.302. Then we're looking at the last value, because we've got the 33, so 0.332. Then we're looking at the 3 2s now, so we're looking at the 3232, or we're looking at the 32222. So we'll write the big one first, which is the first value, dots above both, and then the last value is 0.3 with 2 there. So you're going to do these 3 questions on your action sheet. Can you copy out each question and then show your working out and then your answer clearly so it's easy to follow by your teacher? So pause the video and have a go.